Mic check, 2 1 2. Mic check, 2 1 2. All right, and I think we're all tuned up. Senor, you ready to party?
Always, brother.
Brother, we're gonna have a good time today.
I know we will.
Oh, we always do. All right, you good to go?
Ready, man. When you wanted to.
Perfect. And we are fired up and live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top of the morning, folks. Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hamm Planet Podcast. I'm your host, Pete Hamm, and I am beyond thrilled to travel through the galaxy of good vibes today with you by my side and by the side of our phenomenal guest today. And when I say phenomenal, I don't mean it lightly. Today's guest, ladies and gents, is a friend of mine who's truly one of a kind. And I say that, and I mean it. The gentleman we have on the podcast today, a little fun fact about him, he speaks 3 times more languages than I do. And I speak American and Texan, so do the math. He is the type of person that I love, and more importantly, he's the type of person that I've always seen that he makes people around him better, but not only makes them better, because there's a lot of great people in this world that make the people around him better, but he makes them better and happier. Many would say he's the Dan Bilzerian of South America. He's a man of many talents, and he's an absolute savage on the rugby pitch. And he is the one and only Argentinian that I know that loves the Trailer Park Boys. He is my boy. He is my brother. He is on the other side of the hemisphere in Mendoza, Argentina. Mr. Santi Locamuz, the man of the hour. Santi, how are we doing?
Hello, brother. How are you doing? Here I am in Argentina in the winter, but I'm really grateful to be here. I'm happy to talk with you and happy to be here, invited to the awesome podcast. I had to start.
Hell yes. I love it. Brother, it's winter? It's 100 degrees in Texas.
No, here we are just freezing, man. I'm just it could be like
snowing?
0 degrees Celsius right now.
So that's
it's
32 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's like freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing. Yeah, definitely.
Cold as shit.
Here I am. Yeah. So it's different. Different hemisphere, but we are all with the same situation right now.
Same situation, brother.
Chinese coronavirus pandemic.
I know, brother. It's dwindling away. At least that's my optimistic view of it. But, brother, you've been wearing a toboggan outside since it's getting cold, or you got to wear gloves, a scarf? Is that cold?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it's blowing my mind that it's winter there.
Yeah, every time I go out, I'm just wearing a scarf and gloves and jacket, and yeah, it's not the best time to go out right now. Well, it's not that freezing though. It's okay, but I don't like. I'm more than a.
You like the summer?
Yeah, I like the summer. I'm a summer guy, but well, yeah, it's been good, even though all the stuff that happened recently about the.
All types of crazy shit.
Yeah, all type of crazy shit. Well, as I told you, well, my life kind of changed 100%. Probably if we could have been doing this podcast, and I would have been in Europe I'm still in Argentina. But yeah, we're doing it anyway.
Brother, I know. I feel like, the moment we had the pleasure of having a quick chat before we started the podcast, and Santi basically was ready to start a new journey, ready to dive into some new business ventures and go live in Spain. And this was back early March, late February. And Santi had his bags ready, had his business idea ready to rock, and had, a new mindset that he was about to go live in a whole different part of the world. And Rona came in, hate to see it, and Brother Santi got a email that said his flight was canceled. But we don't give a shit if they're canceling flights, Santi. You
No,
are
not at
a
all.
damn good man. And sure, the journey takes a different path sometimes in life, which I've ran into that many a times. And Brother Santi, you are a special human being. So I got no doubt about it that you're going to continue to crush it, even if this new
I
journey
could.
is getting a little delayed.
Yeah, it's getting a bit late, but I think that I'm ready to. I don't know. I mean, life can make changes, but we are always ready to take the advantage of the situation and do the best that we can. So I'm really hyped for this new way that
Brother,
life put me on it. I'm glad I have my friends to stay in touch. I got people that support me, and well,
damn
I'm
right.
I'm ready to continue the good path of happiness and do what I like.
Brother, I love to hear it. A happy, thriving, high energy Santi is what the world loves. So yeah, I know
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
kind of been cooped up for a while, but big things are coming, and I couldn't be more fired up for you. And honestly, both of us, brother. I think we're gonna do big things together. Once a teammate, always a teammate.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah, that's awesome. Every time I think of the boys and Baylor rugby, there are always really good memories. We've been battling together in the rugby pitch. We've been partying together. We've been like living throughout a lot of shit
We grew
together.
up together.
Yeah. In a way, even though it was a small part of time, it was like a super you know, intense time as well, partying,
Yeah,
being at college, being alone, and working out, going to training like 3 times a week.
yeah.
There was three,
Four times a week, brother.
4 times a week. Yeah,
Captain's
yeah,
run on Friday. Got to be
yeah,
there.
and the team meal as well. But yeah, that's things that that's something that I think it's one of my best memories. The best semester of college, definitely. And
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of memories and friends that I'm still in touch. Like we're talking right now. I'm talking with Rusty, with Cody, with PJ, Eddie, with all the guys, and
Good
that's
guys.
something that all of them, and the things that I'm really grateful to live, and I'm looking forward to repeat all these memories.
Oh hell yeah. Well, not repeat them, brother. Create
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
create more that
Give me more.
are better
Yeah.
than the ones we previously made. Which we
Well,
got big shoes to fill because we got some damn good memories. But I got no doubt about that. The best years lie ahead. That's for sure.
yeah, that's for sure. Sorry about that's lost in translation.
Hey, brother.
I
Like I
want.
said,
Oh,
you speak 3 times more languages than me. So
it's
uh,
something hard.
I can't even speak proper Texan. at times. So,
Well, you know how to talk in Spanish though.
oh, I wouldn't go that far, brother. I know how to order food, and I know how to get my Hispanic friends' attention with some colorful vocabulary, which I really, when I'm putting together that colorful vocabulary, half the time I don't know what it means. But yeah, I know a few. I know a little Spanish. I know my Tex-Mex,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
they call
that's
it.
yeah. It's a good noun for the language. I really like it.
Hmm.
I love Tex-Mex food though. I tried it for the first time when I went to Texas, and well, I started liking spicy. Something that people didn't know. It's in Argentina. We don't eat spicy food.
What?
We,
Y'all
we
don't?
don't. No, it's not used. It's like kind
It's
of.
not a thing.
It's not a thing. Yeah, and
Yeah, that's wow. I didn't know that.
yeah, like, well, a crazy story. It was like, okay, you're from Argentina. You ain't eating spicy. No, man, I don't like it. Well, but after coming back from Texas, I started liking to put like sriracha and kind of spicy
Oh
stuff on
yeah,
it. I went to Mexico last year and I brought a lot of spicy
yeah.
sauces and stuff.
Texas, Mexico. We put hot sauce on everything. There's some things that I've seen Texans put hot sauce on, and I'm like, that's disgusting, but I respect it.
Why? Yeah, definitely. That's a good quote. Yeah, but well, sometimes you have to try the flavors.
You gotta try shit out.
Well, I always remember when you came to Argentina, you say, "Dude, I went to Argentina. I ordered a burger and they put ham on it."
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah,
hamburguesa
yeah, that.
blew my mind, but it was delicious.
Yeah. No, it's the same burger though. It's only have eggs and ham.
Added to the beef.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too
that's
much
a game.
protein.
It's great. No, not for me.
No, neither do I. I don't really
Maybe for
like
my
it.
kidneys, but not for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
We had some crazy habits down here.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, for me, it's kind of normal. But when people come from another places and they kind of be like, wow, or like, really, are you used to do this or to eat this? And it's probably what happened to me when I
yeah.
travel.
I
Well,
mean,
that
I feel like it's like that every different, like, if you go far enough from where you normally live, the food's going to be very different. And the farther you go, the more different it gets.
yeah. And so the people as well, and the
Hmm.
cultures and stuff. Yeah, but food is what I it's something that I want to try everywhere and compare. It's
I want to drink beer from every different country, and I
no.
also would like to eat the, the most like prestigious form of steak that each country has. Like that's a goal of mine. Sure,
Well, here,
I don't know if Antarctica, has good steaks, but then again, I don't even know if they're a country.
I don't know. I think there are plenty. There are a couple of countries, but I don't know if they have like animals and they are beside fish and stuff. Are they?
I think they
I
got
don't
polar
know.
bears, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to eat a polar bear. That I
No,
feel
I
like that.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. They are
It,
kind of cute for me.
yeah, they're good people.
Good fellas.
Good, good
No,
fellas.
yeah. You definitely got to try. I mean, you got to come down here to eat steak. I mean, I think we're kind of cocky, but I think Argentina steak is the best one in the world.
It ain't cocky. Y'all know what you're doing around the grill, and
Yeah.
I've witnessed it firsthand, and very thankful to be able to try Argentinian barbecue and steak and sausage and everything. Y'all do it right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, sometimes we eat it like uh, more done that
Hmm.
most of the world. Like people try to like a medium rare or rare, but we quit it done. But well, it's kind of the same. We had a like really good meals, but our typical food in Argentina, there it's kind of traditional, like steak and
A lot of
empanadas.
meat.
Yeah, a lot of meat, a lot of meat, all every day. I'm eating meat every day.
Yeah. Is it
This,
like um a I guess a common thing for like people in Argentina to have blood pressure or cholesterol or obesity? Not
yeah,
really, right?
not obesity, not obesity, but
Not
there's
obesity.
but yeah, there's like blood issues,
Blood pressure.
about.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's a blood issue about eating too much meat because there's like actually I don't know how to say like in English. It's
It can heighten your LDL cholesterol,
yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah.
basically um, so you got two main cholesterols. You got LDL cholesterol and your HDL.
Hmm. Well,
And
I
your
guess.
LDL is like your plaque. It's like the shit that if you have high levels of LDL cholesterol, like a 200, which is really high, but that means that you have a certain amount of consistency of this cholesterol that's like plaque in your veins, which can come from meat. But then LDL cholesterol, which is a good cholesterol, is like the janitor, so to speak. So it comes
Uh-huh.
through and it
And
cleans
cleanse it.
out the extra
Okay.
LDLs. Well, the
Well,
thing is, people are getting screwed nowadays is because their uh, LDL is through the roof, and their HDL is 0 to none,
yeah.
and that's where problems come into play.
No, I think in big terms, we had a good nutrition. I mean, the only thing is that we are eating too much meat. I mean, like barbecues are not just like they're like a regular basis diet because it's
Right.
something that
It's part of your
it's like
tradition.
yeah, and it's something that when you gather with people like once a week or twice a week, mostly twice a week, like on Sundays you gather with your family and eat a barbecue, and on Friday or Wednesday you're gathering with your friends to eat barbecue, and there's always a barbecue in the middle.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I mean, if I tell you like here, hey Pete, do you want to eat sushi? That's gonna be weird. You just
Yeah.
come to my place to eat pasta. It's gonna be weird. It's
Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back in action. Brother Peter, brother Santi, they had to go hit the loo, but we're back and we're live and we're fired up. So let's get on into it. Wonderwall.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite song ever.
That's a
Wonderwall.
that's a Santi signature.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of a cliche. I think it's the most mainstream uh, song from Oasis. I'm a huge fan of Oasis, but even though it's the most mainstream and the most known song, I think that it's like a milestone in my life in terms of music and well, that shaped a new generation. I don't know.
It was like
Well,
it was like the first song because I agree with what you're saying. It was like the first song where it's like, okay, this song is actually kind of talking about things that I understand and can feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I was like 6 years old when I listened to it first, and I say, okay, this song has a meaning. It's not only
Yeah.
a song. I'm starting to think about things. And being thoughtful. Because
Yeah.
probably previously, probably I was listening to songs, but I didn't like being aware of what they were telling. And when I listened
Yeah,
to
I was
that
just kind
song,
of
it was a
listening.
mix of emotion and thoughts, and I say, okay, Wonderwall, it's a milestone in my music.
Bro, literally exact same for me. And I still love that song. I need to listen to it more. It's like a reality check song nowadays.
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago, I went to the Lollapalooza in Buenos Aires, and I saw it.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
they have one down there. They do?
well, it's the same that it's spinning around, it's bouncing around countries. It's first in Chicago, then they do it in Brazil, Buenos Aires, Chile, and I don't know if in Europe, but I guess it's only in America. But yeah, in Buenos Aires, we have
I need to
the
go.
same. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I went to see Liam Gallagher, the Oasis singer, and it was like a dream come true. I was like rocking all the Oasis shit. I was,
And he's like pure talent. Like
yeah.
he's
Well, if I had to compare both of the Gallagher brothers that they were in Oasis, I think that Liam Gallagher is the rock and roll because he has all this, like rock vibes, and he was a rock star, like I don't know, like doing
yeah,
drugs and kicking some ass. And Noel Gallagher was the songwriter. He was the
down to
magician behind
earth.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. But
the
I think
master of the
that
mind.
yeah, but he was like the Merlin to the Arthur,
Yeah,
But they weren't the same if they weren't like split it, They
yeah.
had to be together to make the crazy shit going.
They had a brotherly synergy.
Yeah, yeah, and a good
Do you
knit.
have a Do you have a brother, Santi?
No, I have two sisters.
I, I knew you had two sisters. So I was wondering if you had a brother. You got a lot of
Yeah,
rugby brothers.
yeah, I do. I do have a lot of rugby brothers in Argentina and in the U.S., in Canada as well.
Hell yeah,
I think Jeff
all up
is
in
in
the
China, right?
bro. Jeff is not. I mean, it was Jeff's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
If you haven't told him happy birthday, we
No,
got
I wrote it
let him
on
know.
Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah, he's back in Texas. He's doing good. I last time I saw him, we were watching the Cowboys game together.
nice.
But yeah, he's
Was he
back in
wearing a
Texas.
hat? He was wearing a cowboy hat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Jeff loves the Cowboys.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Jeff's
Well, I do like the Cowboys. If I had to choose between Cowboys and Texans, I definitely go for the Cowboys.
oh,
But
absolutely 100%, brother.
I'm a Pats fan. I'm not a bandwagoner though.
No, no, you've been a Pat. You were a
I've been
Pats
a
fan
Pats
since I
fan.
met you.
Yeah, yeah. But well, that Cam Newton news came like really well. I was thinking about like throwing the season to the.
Well,
What do you
y'all
think
have a new
about the Cam
quarterback.
Newton? What?
Y'all have got a new quarterback,
Yeah, Cam Newton, the fucking David King, man.
bro. The Dab King. Honestly, it's scary because he's really fucking good, and Belichick is the perfect coach for any player that's like in need of a bounce back.
Yeah,
Like that's why Belichick's a good coach is because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he will
Well, he
sign
made
it.
played he made Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
That
I
guy
mean
didn't have a balance, and on the field he was
exceptional,
that
like
because of
next
Belichick.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean there's all time Randy Moss, like
yeah,
Randy Moss was people thought he was washed up, and then he played with the Patriots for the first year he played with them in 2008. They went undefeated. Randy Moss, who everyone thought was washed up.
Retired, yeah.
Well, no, he didn't. He didn't retire.
No,
He
I know,
played
but
that. He's
yeah, like
retired
people
now.
thought, yeah, I know, but people thought that he was like almost,
Yeah,
you're
like
soon to
on the
leave,
downturn.
Yeah.
People thought like, oh, we're gonna sign. Yeah, we'll put Randy on the team just because he's been around,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
And they put him on the team, and he broke the single season record for touchdowns as a wide receiver, and he was like
Yeah.
37. And that's just like the Belichick magic.
Belichick magic, yeah.
Has Belichick written a book?
I don't know. There's an ESPN 30 for 30 about Belichick and
I
his
need to watch
relationship
it.
with his former assistant coach. He was another Bill from the 49ers. I don't remember his last name. It's called The Two Bills.
Yeah. Yep. I've seen like the commercials and stuff. I need to watch it.
Sometimes
I'm honestly, I'm shocked
Bill
that Belichick
Parcells.
went on. Oh
Bill
yeah, Bill
Parcells.
Parcells. Oh yeah. Bill Parcells was like the big dog when Belichick was young. He was like the most sought after coach. He was the coach that everyone was like, okay, Bill Parcells, he's the hard ass. He's the guy who's going to get people into check. He's the guy who's going to take a team that maybe, needs some more discipline or needs kind of a more hype coach. And you bring in Bill Parcells, and he's supposed to fix that. But what happened is the Patriots ended up going up with Belichick, and I'm pretty sure they let Parcells know they were going to fire him. And I don't know. I need to watch the series you're talking about to refresh. But
refresh, sorry.
But the thing is I just know about Parcells because after he basically got like kicked out or ousted from the Patriots, he was the Dallas Cowboys coach.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and we paid him a ton, and we didn't win shit.
Well, it usually happens, not only in football, mostly. That's the usual sports stuff. What do you think about this Baylor former coach that is going to Carolina, to the NFL?
Honestly,
that's a huge jump, I guess.
Yeah, like I'm sad to see him go because he did so good, but you can't blame the guy.
No, it's okay. Yeah. It's the dream,
I would do the exact same thing. He got $70 million. $70 million.
70 million? How many?
Imagine signing a piece of paper and it's just like, hey, we're going to pay you $73 million. You can buy a lot of shit with that, and you can do a lot of things with that. Just sign here, work for us for 5 years, probably get ridiculed a lot, hopefully win a Super Bowl, but hey, you got $73 million.
Yeah, no doubt. I've done the same. I mean, that's the jump, everyone. I think that the only one that haven't done that jump, it's this guy from Nick Saban from Alabama, because he's going to the national championship every year. But
bro, I don't know if you know, he went to the NFL.
Oh, he went? Well, no, I don't know.
Well, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh.
So he coached LSU. Yeah. So he's coaching the rival of Alabama. Won a championship with them, with LSU, and then left, went to the NFL, coached Miami Dolphins, didn't do a great job.
Yeah.
And then he went to Alabama, and he's been there ever since.
For 20 years. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I'm being a football fan from like, I don't know, 7-8 years. I didn't grow up with football.
Brother,
but I really like it.
I'm someone who's watched thousands and thousands of hours of Sports Center since I was like 2 years old.
Well,
Too
same.
much.
No, I've done the same, but in
Is it called?
Argentina,
What's
when
it called in Argentina?
Sports Center, because it's
Same shit.
ESPN as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same channel, but all you can see there is soccer mostly, like 80% of it is soccer. Then you have rugby, tennis, and stuff, but like they've been casting NFL for like since I don't know 8 or 7 years ago.
Like nationally in Argentina.
Yeah. Nowadays you can watch like Sunday night football, Thursday night football, and Monday night football, and
Oh hell yeah.
ESPN Red Zone as well. But like from like 3 years ago. Prior from that,
Yeah.
we only had like the Super Bowl only, I think. In ESPN as well, but they didn't buy the rights because people weren't consuming,
Yeah.
NFL. People like soccer, people like basketball, different kind of sports.
Would rugby be on Argentinian ESPN?
Yeah, but since
But nowhere near as much as like soccer and
no, but we had a lot
basketball.
since we have a national, like a strong national team. The milestone when everything changed was in 2007. We used to have a lot of rugby, but not too much. And in 2007, that we were third in the World Cup, it was a change, and it exploded with
Yeah.
mainstream, and people like started to play rugby twice of twice of the people that were playing before, and
That's when isn't that kind of went around when you started?
no, I started. I've been playing rugby since I have memories. My father started playing rugby when he was like 10 years old. Then he was one of the founders of my club, and
That's
well, he's a
awesome.
former president as well from my club. And yeah, I've been playing rugby in my club since I have memories.
You were
It's
born with a
it's
rugby
a
ball
big
in your
part
hand.
of rugby. Is a big part. Actually, it's something I'm still trying to do. I'm now I'm kind of old and I
It's
don't
kind of
have
hard.
like
It's kind of hard right now too,
yeah, we're getting
with all
older
this
and
shit
more
going on.
responsibilities. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's something that it's gonna live with me.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm willing to coach probably or to take my kids if I have the opportunity. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's something that really opened me a lot of doors. When I went to study to Texas to Baylor, like the best thing that I did was going to the rugby club. I was j- I was awarded with a scholarship from my university to go to study at Baylor, and
Happy they gave that scholarship to you.
yeah, but I was like, okay, I'm going to spend a semester in another country studying, but I don't really like to study a lot. I like to play rugby, so I started searching,
Hell yeah.
and I started searching for a rugby club, and I said, hey, there's a Baylor rugby club. I'm going there definitely, and yeah, I could continue my lifestyle. I shared a lot of experiences and moments with people that like even though we
A
weren't talking
great
the
crew.
same
Yeah.
yeah, and even though we weren't talking like the same speaking language, we were talking the same language, in life. We
Yeah. Oh
were
yeah.
sharing the values, sharing like almost the same jokes. I
Oh,
was so
immediately.
yeah. I was so like amazed. Like every time I was trying to understand the jokes from the guys from rugby. I was like, dude, we do the same exact joke in Argentina, and it's
Yeah. It's
so
like
far from here. Different language, different culture, but we
a
have
whole other
rugby.
side of the world.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I've always preached that rugby can provide to like anyone is that it's a game that is going to teach you the best ways to work with all different types of people. And you really learn that everyone is motivated by all different types of things. But at the same time, the main thing you learn is that if you get a group of people around you who you can get along with and who share a common goal, sure, there's some things here and there that other people want to do or see a little differently. But the thing about rugby is like it's just a melting pot of cultures, walks of life, and everyone's just had the same mentality of I want to win. I want to.
Yeah. It's
I want to
move
stomp
forward.
someone's shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to win, be a champion. I want to bring the heat down on the opponent. I want to let some stress out, and then after the game, I want to have a couple beers and have a good time. And
Yeah. That was like
it's a staple.
yeah. Like every time you're just like sharing the field with your teammates, and even though you're winning or losing after a game, you're drinking a beer and saying, "Okay, I smash you," but fuck yeah, we share this, we share the feeling, and
There's
I
something
win,
about
you win.
smashing another person's shit that
Yeah,
just makes you feel, a little bit closer to them.
yeah. Even though you're rivals.
That was something that was kind of hard for me to adjust to when I first started playing. Which honestly, probably the first time where I kind of went over the hump, so to speak,
Yeah,
of the rugby tradition where you have to hang out and drink with the other team after you play a game. Like for me, grew up playing football in Texas. It's always like, hey, we hate the other team. Like
yeah.
we
Super competitive.
don't want nothing to do with them. Let's win. Nothing else. On rugby, you got no choice but to, okay, win, lose, hard fought loss, got your shit kicked in, or you kick their shit in. You're going to have to sit down. You're going to have a meal with them after the game. You're going to have to sit next to them, and you're going to have to not be a dick and embrace the battle that both of you are just in.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you have to like. I think that it's we have it like inside our like human mentality that competition and thinking the other is the enemy. But once you are like later like sharing with the guy, you can say that we both were like rivals, but when you start talking, probably you like the same shit. You both play the same position, you do the same training, you kick, you're just like, like putting the same effort together, and probably you can start sharing a lot of things like outside rugby. Well, in Argentina, we call it the third time. So it's like
the third
mandatory.
time.
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Yeah.
So
So
you
it's
have
like
like the
the
first
third
half,
part
the
of the
second
game.
half, and then you
Yeah.
have the third half.
But it's called the third time.
Yeah, well, that's the
Third
straight
period.
translation. Yeah, third period. Um, but yeah, it's mandatory, and you go always, and it's like since you're a kid, they're getting used to it, and when you're a child, you can say no, I don't want to go, I don't want to share. My friends got the same jersey as I because I'm 6 years old and I hate them. But then when you start growing old with the same guy that you've been playing like so many years, then I say, okay, probably I have more things in common with that guy that plays the same position as me.
He
He
wants the
likes
same
he studied
shit.
the same major. We eat like the same food because we had like we're kind of the same, but we play for a different jersey. You know, I
Yeah.
could be I could have a lot of values compared with like my hooker, my Eggman, like you know, like my
Hell yeah.
teammate. But on the other side, there's gonna be like an equal Eggman as my Eggman. You know, they're
Yeah.
gonna be
Or
like,
fly off.
dude, yeah, or fly half, yeah, or hooker or whoever, man. And it's like crazy. Probably if you're a prop, you're sharing your love
Oh,
for
oh
eating a
yeah.
lot.
Props
Yeah,
are always the closest and like the coolest with the other team's props.
yeah. Always,
They just
always.
have like a secret code where it's just like, hey man, what's good?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We're
They're
we're
stinking. They stink
we're
like
the big
shit.
boys.
Yeah.
How the hell are you type of
All sweaty and with shit smell. And they're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's eat together, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the coolest always. So cliche, like in every part of the world.
Yeah, every team I played with, the props, they get their shit done. They're easygoing. They're nice guys, and they're props.
Yeah, they're props. Yeah. Something
Great
that.
people. We need props.
Yeah, we need props. Well, you need everyone to play rugby. That's a thing that I really like about it.
Oh
You need
yeah,
the biggest, you need the fastest, you need the slowest, you
you
need
need the
the most
smartest.
skillful.
You
Yeah,
need the
but if you don't
craziest.
but if you don't have the 15, you can play.
Yeah, everyone's a piece to the puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that I really like about it and values. And then
Such a great game, brother.
well, that thing that I think that with all this coronavirus stuff finishes, I think that I would probably go back to train. I don't know to play, but probably to train. I want to do
Well,
something.
you gotta go to train first, and then decide if you want to play.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I should
That's
start the gym first. Otherwise, I would be smacked.
you got the old man strength now. It's like
Yeah.
it's in the hands and the forearms. We've kind of been through more shit in life, so we've kind of we can go a little farther. We can maybe if we're a little like more exhausted, we can keep going. You know,
Yeah.
the man strength
That
numbers
comes with
are high.
experience.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that probably sometimes I don't know how to say, like, like to see, every time I still think that, okay, I'm 20, I'm just 28. I'm not that old, but I'm still in the 20s, but at the same time, I've been living on so much shit, like 28 years. It's a lot.
yeah.
I cannot,
But
I don't know what I will say like in 20 more.
brother, we're gonna say, wow, I feel damn good, and I'm in the
Yeah.
best shape of my life.
Well, sometimes,
That's
yeah,
the
for
goal.
sure. That's the goal. Yeah, that's what I always look forward, for to my future me.
Oh yeah,
And sometimes I'm kind of worried about it of saying
we
like,
should.
okay, I'm gonna live up the expectations that I have or not, but nowadays that after all the stuff that happened to me this year that I had to
Yeah,
like change 100% my life. I say, okay, I'm gonna approach my life with positive energy. I'm gonna start doing everything that I want to, and even though I don't know if what I live up to, but what expectations do I have, but nowadays I want to live the moment. I want to do the best that can every time, and in 20 years look back and say, okay, I really enjoyed the journey
yeah,
more
enjoyed it.
than. Yeah.
Not necessarily, I mean, being being proud of what you did, yeah, it's important.
You can be
Being
proud.
being like being nostalgic about what you did, yeah, that's great. But the most important thing is that you look back and you're like, damn, I'm happy I did that. You know?
Yeah, yeah. That's the most important thing. And I don't want to, I want to difference between enjoying and not working hard. I'm not saying
It's
I'm not gonna
it's
work
hard as
hard.
shit because
Yeah,
you can't quantify happiness, and it's like
yeah,
it's a currency that's all it's like a mental currency, but how do you know when you're the happiest you've ever been, and how are you able to fully recognize that? And then on the flip side, when you're not that happy, how are you able to say like, hey, I'm not happy, things need to change? It's hard because it's not like your bank account.
yeah. You can't quantify it, but well, I think that my new mindset is just doing that. Okay, I'm gonna do the best that I can every day. I'm gonna be thankful. I'm gonna be grateful about what do I have today because it's the best that I can have. And I'm gonna be sure that I can have the best that I can every day. So when I look back, I say, okay, I did the best job that I could every day, and I'm still happy and I'm still proud and I enjoy it. That I think that's the most important part. Some days
Right.
I would be like happier with less things, sometimes with more, but it doesn't depend on the quantification. It
Right.
depends on the day and living the moment.
Yeah. Like
Because at the end,
how you feel is the best gauge of how the hell you're doing. Like
yeah,
how you feel right now is who you are, it's where you are, it's that's
yeah,
that's
yeah. That's the mirror. That's the mirror that you get from you, and that's the picture that people get from you when you're being negative or when you're being doubtful about if you're doing the most or the most that you can or not. Like people can notice that. I think I'm 100% that I can notice when someone is being positive or being negative or doing the best that he can because you show it. And I think that, well, in my experience from this year that I was planning to live my life and start over in a different country, like in a different perspective what I'm living now. I
yeah.
say, okay, probably it won't be in the same country that I was willing to. It won't be in the same circumstances that I think of to. And okay, this is what I have now, and it's not good. It's really good. I'm grateful about that. I'm grateful about having the opportunity to realize and change my mindset to think in this way because I could have said,
A lot of
okay,
people
I'm gonna
can't.
be, yeah, a lot of people can, and I'm not saying being, I know I don't want to say about being like I'm thankful because I have this apartment or this hat or
Yeah.
whatever right I have.
We know you're
Okay, I
thankful
really
for that,
I
brother.
work hard. I deserve that because I work hard and I
Hell yeah.
build my opportunities. But when you come to your circumstances that didn't go as you wanted to, you can be either
Yep.
a victim or you can say, okay, I created this. This is where I am. This is the best that I can, and and I'm gonna do the best that I can from this opportunity.
Yep. And
And
from and that
yeah,
from and it's always like you don't need to think about you know once you make that decision, it's okay. I don't need to think about what happened yesterday. I don't need to think about what happened a few months ago. I don't need to think about maybe the bullshit that is happening in my life, or not even the bullshit, but maybe the things that might be holding me back.
yeah,
I need to think about how I can wake up tomorrow and be the best version of myself. And I've that mentality, which I'm not able to replicate it every day, but when I do try and just really think about it like that way and honestly think about it that way, I'm like, you know, life's pretty good. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
it's good.
do, I can do, it puts you in that mindset of, I can do whatever I put my mind to mindset, which is when you kind of get that mojo flowing and you feel that way, it's a good thing. And it can lead to
Dude,
good things.
every time I look what you do, it's like, well, we are like super close friends, but we don't talk like really often because it's hard because
Yeah,
of time frames and stuff. But when I follow you on social media, every time you post something, it's like, dude, my friend is enjoying what he's doing, and he's working hard. He's always
appreciate
improving
that,
and
brother.
creating new content. And that's like motivating, you can say like, okay, Peter went to a lot of changes, and he could find what he really likes and he's doing it well, so
Yeah.
I can as well. So
I you
that's something I look
shit
forward to,
shit if I can do it, which I'm still just getting started, but if I can do it, I know sure as hell if I can do it, you can do it, brother. And
yeah, yeah.
and I'm
Well, I'm
I,
looking.
I'm thankful that you like some of my content because every time I put something out there, it's like okay, I'm putting my shit on the line. I'm seeing
Yeah,
I'm who knows? Who knows
yeah,
what
who
people
knows
might
what's gonna happen,
think,
that's,
or
yeah, yeah.
is someone gonna say, "Oh God, this guy," or is someone gonna say like, "Damn, I like that. I wish maybe I did something like that, or I wish I could do something like that, or I wish I knew or could learn how." And it's always like, no matter who you are, you get kind of anxious about that, and I do too. And um,
Yeah, yeah. When you
the
start
way
like,
I started thinking about it was just that if I can provide value to just one person, only one, then I'm happy about that. Because if I didn't make anything, I wouldn't have provided that value.
yeah, sometimes we think that most of you know, the stories that, well, we're used to listen to stories about like, famous people or experiences that live like, the mainstream media, and probably, like not
Oh yeah.
all the things that you're gonna learn for are gonna be from, you know
Oh
mainstream
yeah.
stuff, like
None
probably
of
you
that
can
shit.
get. Yeah, yeah. You
You don't
can
learn.
you can
I
probably
mean,
follow someone somewhere or whatever and say, okay, I feel related with this, and what he's doing or what he's done or what he's been through can inspire me, or it can help me to make a change.
yeah, and that's honestly, I feel very strongly about that, and I think we're like in a world now where it's like now it's you people have the maximum amount of opportunity they've ever had to be able to make that impact, and you should, or at least
Yeah,
give it a shot because there's a lot of people out there who may think you're amazing, or there's a lot of people out there who may want to, or may want, or I guess may feel like they resonate with you or connect with you really well, and who knows, we may not even know those people yet, but maybe one
yeah,
day
yeah,
they'll listen to me and you talking right now and say, "Damn, that was a good podcast. I gotta get in touch with Pete and Santi. Seem like some solid
yeah,
guys."
yeah. I think that if I go out with them to drink a beer, they would be cool guys. We could get along. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty cool. I think that we are also blessed because we have like figured out this at an early age. Probably there are people that's, I don't know, they are like kind of a lost in that, you know snowball that is getting bigger and bigger of thoughts and debt and responsibilities and stuff, and they cannot stop that snowball and say, okay,
They can't
I'm
see
gonna
past.
continue. Yeah, I'm gonna continue down the mountain, but the way that I wanted to,
Right. Yeah. And I feel
and
like,
it's my life, and I want to do it the way I want to, and not how life took me to.
yeah. I mean, my favorite quote:
Life ain't easy, man.
"Life, life ain't easy. That's for sure, brother. There isn't any shortcuts, and you are the captain." I'm actually gonna mess this quote up, but you're the captain of your mind, and you are the. I'm blanking, but it's a
Okay,
great.
yeah. I think that
It's it's
yeah, it's a
it's
quote.
it's my favorite quote. I'm running on low sleep. That's why I'm forgetting that you're the
You're falling asleep, man.
you're no, not at all. I'm just running on low sleep.
Uh,
But it's you're the captain
no,
of your
you're the
soul and the
master of
master
your
of your
life.
fate.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a few different versions.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. Well,
Captain of your soul, master of your fate. There we go.
well, sometimes they are hard. Well, my favorite quote is it's kind of silly though, but
I like silly, brother.
well, it's from the Dazed and Confused movie.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie, I guess. I watch it, and after I came back from Texas, and I say, okay, even though I didn't live this, because it's in the sense, like, I don't know, 30 years ago, I feel kind of related with this. And then at the end of the movie, they've been like facing, well, the movie, and they're on the field, and this guy Gooderson, that it's kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know. He say, okay, you just gotta keep living, man.
You
And that's
gotta.
true, man. That's the only way. You just gotta keep living. And I tattoo it, in
I
my
love
arm. I
it.
have it fucking right
I
in my
know you
arm.
did,
I don't know. It's
brother.
kind of silly sometimes, but
I
well,
love that you have that. Honestly,
I'm
that's so
glad.
great.
Well, that guy, Matthew McConaughey, took that,
Did you know about
quote.
Matthew McConaughey before you came from Argentina to Texas, or no?
Yeah, I knew him, but I thought he was kind of a playboy guy, like the typical guy that he's like the
Yeah, it's a
sweetheart on
Hollywood guy.
the.
Yeah,
Yeah. But then I watched like Dallas Buyers Club. I watched Wall Street, like the Wolf of Wall
Wolf
Street.
of Wall Street. Oh God, he's so great in that.
Yeah,
He's
and I say, okay, this guy is so good. And then when I heard
talented.
about his story about how he made it to Hollywood, and he made that Days and Confused,
Yeah,
and what he made apart from that, because he's got a foundation.
yeah, he's got a natural ability to just kind of connect with people.
Yeah, but he got this just keep living foundation that he helps a lot of people in Texas. And I
Hell
say,
yeah,
okay, I really like. He's more than just a Hollywood guy. He's doing a lot of shit, and I think
he does. He does a lot of great stuff. I know he does
yeah.
all type of.
Well, and
He's a
he's from
professor.
Texas,
He's a
and he's from
professor at
Texas,
UT.
Oh, really?
Well, I
I
think he
kind of,
teaches like one class or something. I don't
I
know.
kind of don't like UT because we used to be
Yeah.
rivalry and stuff. But
Well, we stopped them every time we played
yeah,
them.
yeah. I do
But
remember the game that we play against them.
yeah, they were pretty soft.
Yeah. But well, Texas is my second favorite place in the world after Mendoza, I think. I
It
had the
is.
best memories over there. Yeah, I sometimes feel kind of crazy, like like every time I'm meeting someone new and stuff, and I start talking about Texas, and I know, and I know I'm Baylor, and I know all this, I don't know, bullshit about Texas, and people say, "What the fuck? Why do you know so much about Texas?"
What is Texas? They say, like,
No, no,
right?
no. Like most of the people know what
I mean, they
Texas is.
know what Texas is, but they don't.
Well,
you were
people
here and
think
you
that
lived there.
Texas. People thinks that Texas, it's all a desert. That you're being like in fucking, I don't know, like Arizona or
Cowboys
New
and
Mexico.
Indians and
And I went to Texas and I thought that, and when I went there for the first time, I say it's so wet, it's so humid. What the fuck? Where I am?
yeah.
It's like, well, I really like it. I feel like home. That's why I really like Texas, and I do prefer Texas more than most of the U.S.
Oh yeah.
It's like for
Well,
me, it's Argentina. Mendoza, Argentina, Texas, and then the U.S. probably.
yeah. Yeah. And I mean, Texas is, at least the people in Texas, we like to think of our state as like, it's Texas.
It's Texas,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas, like even the
Oh,
pride.
oh yeah, that's for sure. And it's a special place. And we've got mountains, we've got cities, we've got ocean, we've got hill country, we've got
Yeah,
a bigger
economy,
a bigger economy than
population.
Russia.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Texas has a bigger economy than Russia.
Well, did you know as well? That's kind of crazy, but well, listen this fact as well.
Yeah.
Texas got the same population as Argentina, and the GDP of Texas is third time Argentina's GDP.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I couldn't believe that. I was like, when I was in Texas, I said, okay, it's just a state, but it's has the same population as my country, my entire country. And
Yeah.
well, the GDP and the economic like background and
And
stuff, it's
Argentina is bigger than Texas,
in terms
substantially.
of in terms of
Land.
what?
Land.
Yeah, I think it's a bit
Similar amount
easy.
of people, but y'all have more land.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, you still have like three times our GDP, so economically you're three times bigger than us.
That's insane. I hope the people
Yeah,
who
that's
are Texans who listen to the podcast understand that that's like an insane fact. And that essentially means that the money you make in Texas would potentially be a lot more valuable in different parts of the world. And here, for
yeah,
example, Argentina.
yeah, mostly. Well, I mean, I always think that if you work in the US and you come to Argentina, you'll be balling. You could buy a land, you can buy whatever. You're getting all the.
That's so crazy too, because like I've been learning about like how the Philippines is like that.
Yeah,
And the Philippines is like Hawaii, basically.
yeah,
It's like an island that's beautiful. And sure, yeah, there's not so good parts, but it's like American currency goes, you know, so much farther there. It's like I think it's like 5 or 10, or don't quote me, but it's substantially exponentially higher than it is.
yeah, yeah. Well, $1 in Argentina means 120 pesos. And well, it's hard to make the compare like to
Yeah,
compare
it's
that.
too many peso. Like y'all need to
Yeah, yeah,
lower it.
but in Chile they are better. They had a better currency, but their currency got more zeros. So you get to compare about
Yeah,
your, like type of consumption, what you can purchase with money. But in Argentina, it's kind of crazy because your salary is in pesos. Everything that you do is in pesos, but
yeah,
if you want to buy real estate or if you want to buy a car, the
yeah.
transaction is made in dollars.
Always a section for U.S.
Always
dollars.
in dollars. Yeah, yeah.
It,
Like
it, it's required to be in dollars, or it's
no,
like
no. But people don't trust pesos, so they say, okay, I'm gonna sell you, I don't know, an apartment, and they say, okay, it's 60 grand dollars. They don't say like, okay, because otherwise you could say like, okay, give
Damn.
me like 35 million pesos, suppose, And I say, I don't want that much bills, But just
That's a
bring me
lot.
the green ones, bring me the dollars, and I can keep them, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
they're gonna be like
Easier to track.
together. Yeah,
And
easier to track and more valuable. Dollars don't have like it's not devaluation. They don't have like devaluation or inflation throughout the time. If I stay like if I stay in pesos, like my money is worth
and that's
less
crazy.
and less today.
And that's crazy because I feel like us in America, a lot of us, like I invest on a regular basis, and I don't even really fully comprehend currency value and the exchange rates, maybe as much as I should or as much as I want to, but it's insane. And like,
It's
it's crazy.
Yeah. It's sometimes you can track it. Well, I always want to think that like living in Argentina or having a business in Argentina and working and understanding the finances here is like having a master degree for free, because you have to face daily challenges financially talking about and economically talking about that that in other countries and in other places where they have like better institutions or better economic like values
Right.
and stuff you don't have to face, like if you forget like 100 pesos bill in your pocket for 1 year, like probably last year I could buy, I don't know, a Big Mac, and nowadays I cannot buy even a fries with the same fucking money that I forgot in my pocket last year.
That's
So
insane.
yeah, that's insane. That's insane. And well, I don't know. I think we are doomed. We're doomed
Well,
due to
brother,
our.
we're gonna get you to Texas, and we're gonna make some good things happen, and then we're gonna go back to Argentina, and then essentially be philanthropists,
Yeah,
or
well, there we go.
or at least facilitate philanthropy
Yeah,
work.
yeah. We could do something like sustainability. There's a lot of things to work to,
I
but
mean, I just feel like this
sometimes,
conversation. Yeah,
sometimes I think it's worthless because every time you want to do something here, like for real, I think government want to kind of fuck you up. They're
yeah,
kind of they're sucking your blood with taxes all the day. But
yeah.
well,
That's a tough thing. I mean,
that's one of my dreams.
every country kind of has that to a degree, but I think Texas, looking at it from that aspect, Texas has very low amount of restrictions,
Really.
a
Well, in
low
Argentina,
amount of taxes, and or comparative to the other states. The
I
best
was
is honestly Puerto Rico.
really, yeah. Well, Chris is working over there.
Yeah,
Your
four
brother.
percent 4% income tax around there, and then 0% on your short and long term capital gains. So like any investments that you made, the
Yeah.
profits you made, all
Yeah.
that. Here, people in like New York or New Jersey or California, they have to pay like 35, 45, 55% on that capital gains. And like Puerto Rico, you don't have to pay any of that, which is insane. That's why my
Yeah,
brother's
that's
down
insane.
there.
Well, in Argentina, I read a paper, I think this week or last week, that we have like almost like from your income, you find you at the end of the year you pay like 100% of your income because you have like
Like
a
when
yeah
the math adds up.
yeah no, you're paying like 102% of the total income or money. You have to pay. You have to take that to pay taxes sometimes. I was reading the news today, and they had to
That's
close the. They
that's
had to. they
mind
had to
blowing.
close. Yeah. They had to close uh, a firefighter. Like how do you say the place? The fire.
Fire station.
Well, the fire station. They had to close it because they didn't pay taxes. So the
What?
firefighters sold the facility to pay taxes. Man, it was so fucking
Are
crazy.
you shitting me?
No, that's legit.
If
That's
that
legit.
happens
You know,
in if that
pandemic.
happened in Texas, there would be hell
Well,
because
people starting to
they're
I don't
starting to
know
see
to
like, hey, we
yeah
kind of
yeah
do need
yeah
firemen. There is
yeah
fires.
man yeah. I mean, I pay taxes. Don't make them pay taxes. I want them to protect me. But apart from that, one of my dreams is to come here to Argentina with all of the boys. With um,
Hell yes.
couple of dollars. Like be bonding there, like drinking wine, going to wineries and shit, going out,
Doing well.
doing
Yeah,
some barbecue.
we gotta see the finer things that Argentina has to offer, and we've got no better tour guide in the world than you.
Yeah, definitely.
Blair and Rupert did that for me in Vancouver, and now me, Blair and Rupert, need to come do that in Argentina, and
Yeah, well, Rupert,
the other boys too.
yeah, right. Rupert came a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
he did. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it
He went
was
on a trek through. Or they
South
both went
America.
on a trek. Yeah.
Yeah, we went. We did a pretty good shit around here. But since I was
You showed
still,
Rupe a good time.
yeah, but yeah, we went out. We went to festivals. We went to rugby games. We went to see soccer. I guess I don't remember well. We went to the mountains and stuff. But I was kind of
Boca Juniors.
no. I don't like the Boca Juniors, man. No Boca
Me
Juniors, never. You get
me
to be a
either.
River Plate fan. River Plate fan.
River. Okay. River Plate.
River
That's my
Plate.
that's my
That's
squad.
yeah. That's well.
We
I
don't.
know you had a Boca Juniors jersey, so
Well, it was just like I didn't even know what the hell I was getting. I thought it just looked cool. It was like $20,
nice.
and I bought it right by the stadium. No, I don't. I have no allegiance to them. River Plate
Well,
all the
yeah.
way.
It's that. Well, the first time I was in Texas, I almost buy a JJ Watts jersey because I was in Houston, and then I
Yeah,
say, okay, I'm gonna think for a while before I make my judgment about Texan teams. And
JJ
then
Watt's
I,
great, but
yeah, he's dope,
he's
but
one player. He's one player.
yeah, he's one player. Well, but between Houston and Dallas, I think the Cowboys got more history,
We got more
there's no
rings.
comparison.
We
Yeah,
got
there's no comparison.
more potential. We got Zeke the Freak. We got
Yeah.
Dak. Dak just
Dak,
signed
I
us.
I don't like too much Dak. What about the new
I love
quarterback?
Dak,
What about the new
but
quarterback?
for who?
Dalton.
Oh, honestly, the reason we got him one is because it is good to have a good backup when
Yeah.
you sign the type of contract that Dak Prescott signed. So this is what his deal structure is. He's got
Okay.
the five highest paid quarterbacks in the league. He gets you get these five quarterbacks, you see what they're getting paid this year. He gets the average amount between those five numbers. So this is like
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, you know, Brady's not up there. The other
No, I
big
think Brady's not.
quarterbacks, Brady
Yeah,
always
maybe
takes.
Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. Or
They
they still have a rookie. They
yeah,
still have a rookie contract.
they're still in their rookie. But
Mm.
so Dak though, he's getting paid a lot,
Yeah,
and
a
it's
lot.
just 1 year, but it's like he's getting a lot,
Yeah.
and it's I think Dak's a good leader. I think he's a good player, and I believe in him. But it's like a prove it year, that's why we got Andy Dalton, just to kind of keep keep the fire burning.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure he's
and
driven.
to make Dak, prove himself that he's worth to be paid that, because otherwise he could say, okay, I'm the only quarterback. I have my check, and I'm gonna, like
Yeah.
take an app over here and play as I want to, If you have to
So
push him, bother him from behind.
yeah, you have to. And Andy Dalton, who's like been in the league for a long time, he's went to the playoffs. He's like not he's not shitty.
No, no,
We're
not at
paying
all.
we're paying him, I think, 2 or 3 million, and Dak is getting 26.
Yeah, yeah, that's insane.
So insane.
Yeah, yeah. If you put, well, yeah, yeah, like strange choices, but I think that that's something that I want to learn about, like the contract structure and how they manage like rosters, I've been
Yeah,
like I've been
it's
learning
really
about football,
it's
about
interesting.
only the sport, but all the business behind it would be like definitely way interesting.
Oh yeah, there's all types of like within a team, especially a professional team. There's it ain't just a couple athletes who are really good getting paid for what they do. There's marketing that goes into the team that helps get the fans there, that helps get the commercials, that helps get you know the fan base excited. There's sales, the
Yeah,
people who are selling tickets, selling apparel. There's design, with the guys who are making the jerseys and the stuff shit in the fan shop, and there's all types of shit within the sports realm.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, like how do they plan about the games? I mean, who's playing the Sunday night? Who's playing on Monday night? I think that that's on
So
the.
yeah, they have like
I
a
mean, you got paid more if you're playing Sunday night than you're playing Sunday afternoon, right?
the players don't get paid more,
No,
but
no, not the
the
players, but the team. I mean, I'm talking about like the
um so from what I
like a
understand, there's
CBS.
like a contract that the owners association has with the NFL that agrees that each team gets blank amount of prime time games each
Oh,
year. So
okay.
it's like an equal rotation. But the guys who get paid a shitload is then the news networks who are hosting it and
Yeah.
running the ads, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so
Yeah,
there's
that's an infinite loop,
yeah,
endless loop about money. But yeah,
it's
yeah,
his it's his own sports is it used to not be like this, but now like sports is its own economic sector with
indeed,
gambling
it
and
did. I think I kind of like it. I would have.
I love it.
I would love to have like here we the only thing that is developed to you know to work from, it's only soccer,
Yeah,
and it's a
for
really
it's
it's
limiting.
huge. Yeah, no, it's huge, and there's a lot of money and stuff. But I would love to have like a bigger industry here in Argentina to think, okay, maybe I can have a career related with sports. But since
Uh,
the only thing that really professional here is soccer, it's so like short,
yeah. Well, I
the
mean,
span.
do y'all have like a we have recently within the past few years got Major League Rugby in the U.S. Do y'all have like Argentinian Major League where like each of the big cities has a team and for rugby or no? Or is it just mainly
Yeah,
the
yeah.
national?
There's one. Well, we got Jaguares. That Jaguares are the Jaguars. They're playing the Super Rugby
Yeah.
until this year, and then we have a South America Conference. That there's like a team from each country, and in well, most of the money here goes to Buenos Aires. They're like
Yeah.
most of the professional stuff from rugby related. It's the money is in Buenos Aires. Yeah, like inside the country, they don't share too much. But well, that's where like half of the people of Argentina lives, kind of. It's
Yeah.
it's it's
It's
fair.
massive.
Yeah, it's fair though. But soccer, there are almost a team for each province, but most of the teams are in Buenos Aires as well because it's where the money is and it's where the people is, where the
That's
funds are and where the business is.
that's crazy. Like soccer in Texas. I don't know. Like I'm a super passionate Cowboys fan. Like I'll go crazy during the games and maybe even shed a tear if they lose. I don't know anyone in Texas who's like, oh, if our Dallas MLR, I think Dallas FC, I might be calling them the wrong name, but I don't know. I don't know anyone
Dude,
who's like a big fan of them.
dude, here football is massive. Like people they kill each other for soccer reasons.
That shit's insane.
Yeah, they had like a hooligan gangs where they fight each other because I'm from one team and I'm from the other, and they kill each other. They steal their apparel. They're savages. But
It's
it's
intense.
yeah, but that's not only fanatism though. There's a business behind that.
Oh yeah.
There's
I mean, it's
drugs and
yep,
mobs and
all types of shit.
money. Yeah, yeah. So the one that controls the hooligans control the money.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the dark side of Argentinian soccer. But we got Messi, we got Maradona,
They'll do a
we got
Messi.
goats.
That
Yeah,
guy
Messi.
knows. That guy knows how to kick a soccer ball in a goal.
Yeah, definitely he does. He's the goat. I mean,
He's the goat by far.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's insane what he does.
I don't
But
even think anyone compares to him. Like I've seen his, he is like the most insane stats where it's like in the
yeah,
last 60 seconds of the game, Messi has like 75 goals, where a guy below him has like 40 or 50 or something. Like
yeah, yeah. Well, today he
clutch.
surpassed. Yeah, well, today he surpassed the the 700 goals. Like
No
and
chef.
he and Ronaldo are the only like living person that made more than 70 like actual players that I mean those guys are top
That's
tier.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like
he's like
for
32 years old. He's been playing for more than 15 years and he's still like doing hat tricks or 2 goals or 3 goals. He's still clutch. He's like LeBron, kind of.
yeah, he is like LeBron. Maybe even
He's like Jordan.
that. Yeah, like Jordan. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah,
what I
he's
was
like
gonna say.
Jordan. He's been like Messi has been clutch since his rookie year. His rookie year. I think it only took him like 2 years to be clutch and to be
Yeah,
the
the goat.
yeah insane.
Absolutely insane. He's just really a phenomenal player and pretty phenomenal guy from what I've read about him and all that he does within the soccer community. But Santi, I think it's about that time for the legendary Hamm Planet Podcast. Would you rather's? I guess by now this is the third episode, so this is technically a true tradition of the Hamm Planet Podcast. And one of my favorite parts, because I can't wait to see what you got to say, because I got some good questions lined up for you. And these aren't philosophical. Actually, that's debatable. These are the Hamm Planet Would You Rathers. So, Brother Santi, are you ready to let me know what you'd rather do out of these insane options? Which, let me give you a brief warning. They make it a little weird. They make it a little crazy. They make it a little deep. They may get a little goofy. They may, I don't know. They may.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
They may make you feel.
Let's see how it goes.
Tingle and jingle, but let's see how it goes. That's
the way she goes.
That's the way she goes, bud. This list of questions I actually was able to prepare prior to the podcast for Brother Cody and Brother Chris. I was pulling it straight from Reddit, but these are some solid ones. So, question number 1 to Mr. Santi. Santi, would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year off your life?
Damn. Can I choose which year of my life lose?
So anything within these questions that isn't answered is up to your interpretation.
Okay. I think I would definitely spend a year in jail. I think I would learn a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Fuck after it.
Oh hell yeah! You'd come out of there. No one wanting
better and harder.
Yeah. I mean, there's like some insane statistic I saw. Who knows if it's true? It sounds true, but it's people who spend over, I think it was like a 24-month span that the thing was referencing, but it's like people who spend a 24-month span in jails increase their lean muscle mass by like a certain percent. Their health improves and like all this shit, which
really
most people who come into jail, I'm sure they are walking into the jail not in the best shape.
Yeah.
I would definitely do a year in jail too.
I would definitely spend a year like working out and learning some martial arts or fighting techniques.
Learning from all the insane people in there and learning that.
Yeah.
Learning
just
that.
Survival shit.
Yeah. I love that question. Definitely keeping that one. Okay. Santi, would you rather have one real get out of jail free card or one master key that can open any door?
Oh, the master key, definitely. I think that I'm not afraid of going to jail. I think I'm done. Like I'm always done with things like in the way to avoid jail. And I think I do.
But like
like having a master key, like
that'd be incredible. I'd go to King Tut's pyramid. I wouldn't open up his tomb, but I would go like into the pyramid and see all the crazy shit.
Yeah, I would. I was thinking a different. I was willing to go to like the fucking Disney castle.
Oh hell yeah!
I always wanted to know what's in there.
I
thought it was bigger though. Yeah, I went there and I thought it was big as fuck, and it was.
Oh yeah, they make it.
But I want to see what.
They make it seem huge.
Yeah, I want to see what's in there.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Or play with Martian,
You can use a key for anything, it sounds like. You can open up treasure chests. You can go to wherever you like. So, honestly, I don't know. That one's kind of an easy one.
Yeah, all right. That's easy, definitely.
We'll keep it rolling. All right, Santi. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future at any time?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't say at any time. Scratch that. So that's up for interpretation. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone else but yourself?
Damn, that's pretty tough. Well, I think that I want to take control, like to have like completely control of my life. That's
Yeah.
that's why I would choose like a different like person apart from us. I don't want to know nothing about my future. I want to build it right from scratch. That is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And maybe if I see myself in 10 years, even though it's like 10 minutes, I could
Yeah.
take a lot of information and data that I would like go to do that, you know?
Right. I feel like that's a tough question because if you're able to see 10 minutes into your own future, when it boils down to it, major decisions or life-changing actions can occur in, 5 seconds. You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you can
I mean, maybe
the stock
you're
market could
watching.
crash, or
Yeah.
you have a child, which is definitely something that can change your life. You can experience something. I mean, think about
Or you can see
soldiers. I
something.
mean,
You can see something that you don't like, and you probably gonna
and
start
it happens
taking
like that.
decisions in a different way. You know, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I feel
And I can
like,
keep I can keep for myself what I see from another. You know,
yeah,
I can keep it for myself. Is if nothing is if it's nothing good, you know, or nothing that I can help with. I don't
yeah.
know. I would be kind of afraid of.
Yeah, same. I always feel like messing with the future. Like every time I've seen that happen in any movie or any book, shit hits the fan every time.
Yeah,
Like, someone
yeah,
goes too far, someone pulls the wrong button, someone
yeah, yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
something that, like, butterfly effects and,
Yeah, yeah,
Hiroshima or
definitely,
something
definitely. I'm
crazy.
I'm kind of afraid of that. I'm kind of afraid of that as well.
And then if you got the 10 minutes to see into anyone else's future, that'd be pretty sick. But when you're telling people, like, hey, this is a skill that I have, it's going to be interesting to convince them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna take you to the fucking
They're going to be
like
like,
different.
dude, are you insane? Like, I don't know if you can
Yeah,
see in the future.
yeah,
That
yeah,
one,
yeah. Just like took it to the like shrink, you know.
yeah. All right, Santi.
Say, yeah.
Here's another good one. Would you rather be the first person ever to explore a new planet? So far, apparently, not according to Tom, but apparently according to NASA, we've put man on the moon. So that you would be one of the first men on Mars or any planet, just as a planet.
Ham
So,
Planet.
hey, you're already on Hamm Planet.
I know, I know.
Hell of a planet. Great place. Great place to take your family. Great food, good environment, good
Yeah,
bar,
yeah, I know.
good bar scene, good school district. Hamm Planet, great place, great place. And next on the Would You Rather's, Santi, would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cured a deadly disease?
Wow. Okay. I think the second choice. I would choose the second one.
So you got to choose the second one, or else you're a selfish dick. But the first one's pretty awesome.
The first one is pretty awesome, but I think that if I'm the first one in a planet, I wouldn't enjoy it, you know. And if I
Yeah.
made a vaccine, I will sell it, and I will have tons of money to live
And then
with
at
a
the same
fucking.
time, like, I mean, that's the
I mean,
combination.
what will you do? What will you do in a planet that you don't know anyone and you don't have anyone to share? But if you made a vaccine, you sell it, and you'll be balling around with your homies, like,
You would be
whoa.
balling, but the thing is, you'd be balling for good reason. Like,
Indeed, yeah, yeah. You're killing like two birds with one stone.
yeah, I feel like if someone is able to get really wealthy and at the same time what they do or what they created is something that can
Yeah,
change
yeah. It's
lives
kind of,
for the better.
yeah, for the better. Yeah, indeed.
It's like a
I don't know.
super. It's hard to balance. It's hard to balance.
Yeah, it's hard to balance. Yeah, yeah. I think both are really exciting, but yeah. Well, that's my opinion. I'd rather choose the second one.
The second one, the cure, is the way to go, especially right about now. But on to another great would
Okay.
you rather question. And this one, I threw it in because it's the easy one, but it's a great one. Santi, would you rather live in a cave or live in a treehouse?
Okay. In a treehouse, definitely.
Yeah.
Because I think in a cave you could be trapped. In a treehouse you can escape, like you can just jump from wherever.
A treehouse
And
is
in a
badass.
in a cave you only have a one way to get in and out, probably.
Yeah.
There are some dope tree houses
There
they're
really
building right
are.
now.
I've seen some.
Have you seen those like little Indians that
Mhm.
they build houses in YouTube?
Yeah.
I can
It's
I can spend
phenomenal.
hours looking at it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a beautiful thing, and it's crazy that they can. Those videos are great. If you haven't seen them yet, go check them out on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's a way. That's a great way to
Open
bad
your
spend your
eyes.
time.
Yeah.
No, no, to waste your time. I mean, it's a waste of
Yeah.
time. I mean,
Well, if you're into maybe building shit, maybe it's
yeah,
not a waste of your time. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. If
But
you're kind of
yeah,
if
we
you're
don't really
high,
build
just watch
houses.
it. Yeah, if you smoke weed, you just watch it and chill.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably would be fantastic for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a great thing to do while
Well, brother,
high.
yes, always intriguing. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Brother, I think those were some very solid would you rathers. And I think each answer was pretty sophisticated. I always get one or two shit dog answers, but you you nailed it. And
Oh, thanks. I
I
did my best. I like a lot talking about this kind of bullshit.
oh yeah. I think would you rathers are some of the best things to ever hit planet Earth.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I like it.
All right, we'll do a bonus would you rather since me and Santi are so fired up on the topic. I'll throw in one. Brother Santi, would
Okay.
you rather be an amazing painter or a brilliant mathematician?
Damn. Okay, I'm just putting like the pros and cons. I think the painter, uh, the painter,
Painter's not
the
as relevant
painter's
used to be.
facts. The painter's facts. I think that they're always doing like a social. They're always in social gatherings. A lot of women
Oh yeah.
around that. They're kind of intriguing. And a famous mathematician, I would be a quant in Wall Street and be have
Oh
a
yeah.
tons of money and women as well. But
I think a brilliant mathematician
yeah, me too.
overall is a more valuable skill, but yeah, I'd go mathematician. Just be
Yeah, I do like
yeah,
more. I do like more numbers than art. I definitely
yeah.
go for the second one.
He'd just be a Wall Street savage and like Alan in The Hangover at the casino when he's got, the Pythagorean theorem and calculus flying across his vision.
Yeah. That would be dope.
That'd be great.
Just like grabbing the computer and knowing like every number you're like looking to and say, okay, I'm gonna build this algorithm and just make you rich in 12 seconds. Man,
what a life it would be. Well, I think we're pretty. I think you got to give us some credit. I think we're decently good mathematicians. We did get a business degree from one of the finest universities in the world. Painting wise, I've never seen you paint anything. I'm not a painting man myself, but I'm sure we could probably figure it out if we had a brush and a canvas and watch some Michelangelo.
I think that with a canvas and a brush, I would paint a number, man. I'm kind of a number guy.
You would. They'd say,
paint a number.
Santi, give us your portrait. And Santi paints 69.
I was thinking about 23.
23 would be great. You could just, that would be your signature. Just Santi's numbers. And it's like 50 grand for just that.
And it's like a stupid 23 made by Santi,
That's
there's people that just made fame because they put a toilet in the middle of the museum,
It's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. I went to Chicago like 2 years ago, and I went to the museum there.
Yeah.
And there was a napkin. There was a napkin in the wall with stitches,
Okay.
And nothing else. People were staring at it and saying, "Oh, this is a wonderful piece of art." And I was like, "Dude, this is napkin.
It's trash."
Yeah, it's trash. It's trash.
Quit littering.
I have another one here, man.
Yeah.
That guy is famous, Oh, that piece of napkin, it was made from... Dude, I can't understand art. Dude, I'm kind of a basic, though,
Well, I don't even... I feel like we can have a respect and appreciation for art.
I do.
That shit, though, the napkin on the wall, and there's a lot of like crazy things, the toilet thing, and I'm trying to think of one of the crazy ones I saw lately. It was like someone like spray painted something on the Mona Lisa and went to jail and everything, but like he's like a famous artist because of the like.
Oh, have you seen Banksy?
No, I haven't.
Banksy, he's a street artist. He's the most famous of all, and
he has like good work though.
No. He got his tag, and he the way he draw like a street art. It's kind of normal, but it's really good. But he does, apart from that, like performances, So in England,
I like that.
He made
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Thanks, Amazon Alexa. Quit creeping on the podcast.
I'm having trouble connecting.
Oh, there she goes again.
Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Okay. Sorry, brother. I think she's done. I mean, these Amazon devices, I get it if you're not connected to the internet, but do not interrupt a fantastic conversation. Like have some respect for your own for your owner. Like I just got you off Amazon Prime.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, it creeps me out, dude. It'll be like 2 a.m. I'm dead asleep, and then, hey, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, who's in my room?
Yeah.
What the
Definitely.
hell was that? Like, am I asleep or? I like them when they're working, but when they're not working, they're a bitch and a
It's
half.
my first interaction with Alexa. I don't think that I will choose it if I have to. Well,
Yeah,
I just had a bad experience with it.
it was
No,
a
I'm
bad
kidding.
experience.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just talking
Well,
bullshit.
I've heard of
Well,
people. I've heard of people like have maybe friends over or something, and they'll say certain things, and what will happen is the device will just order shit through Amazon. Like you'll
what?
just be standing by it and say like blah blah order this, and boom, like next thing you know, there's a few stories of it online of like people
Dude, but
getting thousands of dollars of random stupid shit that they didn't need
can
because their
that
device.
can the device do that? I mean, do it have like permission and stuff? It's kind of a gray, right?
It's never happened to me, and honestly, whoever it did happen to had to be doing something pretty stupid. But
Yeah.
but I don't like when they're interrupting. I don't like.
No, not at all. Well, it's okay though.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
maybe
we'll for
functional.
we'll for we'll forgive it. It better connect to the
Yeah.
internet though, or else I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah. Well, I was telling you about Banksy, though he made a
Yeah,
theme
yeah,
park. He made a theme park in England where all the mascots were sad.
yeah.
And
Sad,
I know, yeah, and all the people that work there were grumpy.
like it's a job requirement,
No. Yeah, it was like on purpose,
or
like all the people were grumpy and all the mascots were sad. So you were going
like
to
they acted like that, or they acted
yeah,
like that, or
yeah.
they were like that in real
They act,
life.
no, they acted like that.
Oh, okay, good.
So he was
But
like
still, that's
selling
nuts.
instead of car, it was like a different experience, like the opposite from Disney.
Damn. How did it do, or how is it doing?
I don't know. There are like a few documentaries about him. Nobody knows who is like the real Banksy. It might probably an organization or there's
Oh,
a guy like
he's like an underground type
he's
of
an
guy. Unknown,
yeah he's unknown. He's anonymous. Nobody
uh,
knows who Banksy is.
like the guy who started Bitcoin, or
Yeah,
there's I think there's two guys who started it, and like the main guy, no one knows who he is, and they have like a fake name
there's
for him and shit.
yeah, Satoshi, I don't know
Yeah,
his name.
shit. Yeah.
Nobody nobody knows him. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
What the hell is he
What are
doing?
your thoughts about crypto?
Yeah, great question, brother. I think crypto, one, right now, this is my opinion, is not a liable investment if you're looking to day trade it or if you're looking to swing trade it. I mean, sure, you can, but it's not optimal comparative to the standard market. And I also feel like cryptocurrency has a ton of promise. And I think it's something that's going to become more and more present in our society each and every day.
Yeah,
And the main thing I think it's great for right now, which I finally feel like people are starting to comprehend this fact a little bit more because Bitcoin's kind of just came out of nowhere, and people who aren't deep into the internet weren't really into crypto until kind of the
yeah,
breakout happened. But people are starting to understand that it's a currency that can be utilized for certain transactions. And, you know,
yeah.
whatever those transactions may be, that's up to you. But I will say that Bitcoin does give you a lot more accessibility to like different suppliers or different,
Yeah.
me working within the marketing industry, there's times where I'll be working with a company or a software that wants to incentivize Bitcoin payments, and I'll do the Bitcoin instead.
Well, that's pretty good. I feel
I think
kind
it's
of
good to
accepted.
use for money, but not as an
Okay.
investment right now.
Yeah.
Next year, though,
Yeah.
a year from now, if I have
It might.
some extra money, I definitely would throw it in crypto, but not right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to to study it. I feel kind of septic right now. I don't know if someone like someday can steal my wallet, or I don't know. Probably.
I've never experienced any issues with any of it, but
No, neither do I. But it's kind of a transition between you know understanding it and adopting it.
yeah,
But yeah, and I think the same as you. I don't think that it's something to invest right now. There's like too volatile. Like the volatility is really high, and but it's maybe a time to start getting some cryptos.
yeah.
Just to
I
have some.
I think what's most important right now for people is that they need to learn about crypto. They need to learn how to buy it. They need to learn how to send it.
Yeah,
Which when you're first starting to learn about the shit, it ain't easy. And it's kind of confusing, the blockchain and all this, but I think what's most important for people is you need to have an understanding and education of Bitcoin, how you can get access to it, how you can utilize it, what it can be utilized for. And yeah, a year from now, sure, if you want to invest in it,
yeah.
be my guest. But right now,
Well,
probably
I
not
might
the
think
best.
I might think of getting one, of getting some coins. Just not. I don't know if Bitcoins, probably
Yeah,
Ethereum, and all of those. Just to, I don't know. Maybe they can get valuable.
they they definitely will gain. They're definitely going to be substantially higher than they are, 5 years
Hopefully.
from now. But I feel like, it's just like any currency that's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
introduced to
Yeah.
the world. Like, back when Christopher Columbus came to America, he had coins and shit, and the Indians were probably like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
I was gonna pay you with, this ritual necklace that has been passed down from my father's
Yeah.
tribe, and this is worth this amount. So it's like, it's kind of like that. It's like a new form of currency being introduced, and it's kind of like, whoa, because it's exchanged in a different way and it's not physical. But if you think about
Yeah.
things the way we do 90% of our transactions today, most of them are through your card, which honestly, hate to break it to you, it's basically the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And it's more secure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
at least
So yeah.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's supposed to be. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Something to study.
Yeah,
Well,
brother.
brother, I'm gonna
You're a
I'm
sleepy
gonna
bear,
head out.
brother.
Well,
I am
it's
too.
2:15 here.
Brother, you're a warrior. And I think we had a fantastic podcast today. Wow. What an amazing conversation. I love talking to you, Santi. And I hope for all our listeners out there, if you really enjoyed what you heard today, show us some love. Toss us a like, toss us a comment. share this video with your mother, your dad, your father, your best friend, even the guy who maybe you haven't talked to him in a while, but you know he's still your best friend. Send it to that guy, because we're all about spreading the good vibes, and we hope you were able to absorb some of the good vibes from mine and Santi's convo today. Ladies and gents, it's about that time to close the curtains. And if you want to connect with Santi, Santi is on Facebook. He's got a Twitter, and he's got a LinkedIn. He would be an extremely valuable connection to you if you're looking for a man who will work incredibly hard, who will provide tremendous value, and who will also enrich your life with the good shit.
Thank you, brother.
Brother, it's the least I can do, and had a hell of a time today. We got to do it again.
Too. Yeah, definitely.
Roger that,
well,
brother.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for this awesome chat that we had.
Brother, it was incredible, and we're going to keep the good vibes coming. Ladies and gents, grabbing the curtains, and we're closing them up. Have a fantastic night. Have a great morning, afternoon, whatever you're listening to this, whatever you're doing, make it great today. Make it great. Till next time, ladies and gents. Cheers.